کاوش مدیا.
And here I don't know, optimist, whether I'm a bearer of good news or bad news. And that is Iran. It is my understanding today, bordering on becoming a conviction of mine, not so far from there, that Iran has taken the decision or is in the process of making a decision not to strike a deal with Mr. Biden over the nuclear issue. I see many indications that the Iranians are saying to themselves, what's in it for us? Some of the sanctions will remain. The Americans have rejected the Iranian demand to give guarantees against reimposing sanctions. The Iranians are were presenting in Geneva when they were talking unbelievably tough terms to the Americans, and the Biden team simply cannot accept those terms. I'll give one example, I can give several. For example, they demand that once the deal is renewed, and there is a big question, what does it mean? Then they will have time, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, to verify that the sanctions were indeed removed and that the United States government is informing international corporations, companies who want to do business with Iran, that they will not be punished. That is, even if they reach a deal and announce that they are back in the 2015 JCPOA from the Obama period, the Iranians will still have a long period in which to keep advancing their nuclear program. And they are doing it speedily. The Iranian position at this point is not a word, not a comma will be touched. I think that the Biden administration may face quite soon the need to take a decision. What are they going to do if the Iranians keep piling obstacles to resuming the JCPOA? What are the Americans going to do? Biden is not going to strike Iran. He may be willing to see Israel do that for him and for us. More sanctions possible, but those of you who listen to the new president Raisi, the butcher from Tehran, yesterday in the Iranian parliament, could easily understand that he keeps talking about a resistance economy. That is economy which is going to thrive someday, supposedly, under sanctions. Will be a bitter dilemma for the Americans. The second change, which is dramatic in Iran and is not reported by the media, I've mentioned it yesterday to some of your journalists here in Melbourne. There was still no lockdown, so we could meet. The second dramatic change is that Iran is dropping the doctrine of strategic patience, which guided Iranian response to its adversaries for quite a number of years. Dropping strategic patience means that we will see more, probably, attacks on ships in the Gulf of Oman and elsewhere, we see all of a sudden an attempt to ignite the Israeli-Lebanese frontier, 3 rockets fired from Lebanon. It doesn't happen because some Palestinians felt like it in the refugee camp near Tyre. It happens because Hezbollah encourages them to do that. And for the first time since the Lebanon war in 2006, the Israeli Air Force had to strike inside Lebanon. A new ball game there.
آنچه در مورد ما میگویند